Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I just found out that last month I ranked number 816 on ladder, so got an extra 20 points here to use for a qualifier plan. So very excited about that. And yeah, we're gonna dive right into some best of three traditional standard event queues. So let's see, we're gonna use the same mono red aggro deck. Kind of in the last video I went over sort of the potential sort of sideboard guide, which I've jammed a couple of games in this type of format a little bit, and it is actually holding up pretty well. So a lot of it's kind of getting used to the format, but for the most part the sideboard guide has actually been pretty effective. With that said, kind of in regards to the casting issue, I think what I'm going to be doing is breaking up these events into part 1 and part 2. And so over like 2 days, you'll see like the first part, and then you'll see part 2 to finish the standard event, just because it could be a bit longer, potentially as many as 15 total games if they all go to game 3. So with that in mind, also if you're new to the channel, thank you guys so much for watching my content. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments, I appreciate all the likes, I appreciate you guys in general, so thank you so much for being here. If you do like my content, please consider sharing it with a friend, dropping a comment, a like, or subscribing. All right. But yeah, I think that this is really good because just getting used to what the format is going to be like. Again, the whole plan here is to hopefully spike a win at one of the upcoming play-in events this month for standard, and possibly the qualifier weekend. Also, I just want to shout out a big thank you to you guys. A couple of you have put in comments some plays that I've missed. This is incredibly helpful. I really appreciate it, and like if there's something that you guys see that I don't see, it just helps me get better as a player and hopefully helps other players as well. So I appreciate you guys so much. All right, as much as I love this hand, we need 2 land here to start. Okay, much better. See, I think we just throw back one of the Godric's here. It's possible they have like removal for it, so maybe we should keep one as a consideration. Against an unknown opponent, it's kind of hard actually. I think maybe I'm going to throw back the Play with Fire. It is some interaction, but I think there's a good chance that most decks will have answers for Godric, so I expect the first one to be killed. This is also nice because this means on turn 3 it'll come in as a flying 4/4. And then if they kill the first one, the next one will come in as a flying 4/4. So they're probably holding Go for the Throat, would be my guess. Especially since we have a backup. If they've got the Go for the Throat, that happens. But I think that like not playing it here. I mean, I guess we could like try to tease it out here with like Epicure. Since I have an extra one though, I think it's all right. If they don't have Go for the Throat, I mean, we're just so far ahead. The nice thing here is that Epicure is going to trigger Godric to make it fly and can use the rest of the mana to pump if they still don't have removal. Well, I suppose Kumano would do that anyways, so...
For brunch. Drop it.
Let's see here. Are they just dead next turn? So... this comes in 2/4, then it's going to be a 5/5, that's 9. Yeah, they're just dead. Doesn't actually matter what we discard here. So against mono black, great cards here are going to be like Urbrask's Forge, just because they're going to have tons and tons of removal. We're going to want to cut Monstrous Rage for that same reason. And then other cards to think about, we definitely want Witchdocker's Frenzy for their Shieldrids. Let's see, we're going to be on the draw this next game, so... I don't think anything else here. Actually, never mind. We could bring in Twisted Fealty. This could be quite good against mono black. Lower impact cards here. Play with Fire still does get some of their creatures, so that's still an okay card. Phoenix Chick is a little bit on the weekend. I might cut the Phoenix Chick. But then again, like, having enough creatures is kind of important with, like, Liliana and other nonsense running around. So maybe we cut, like, a Play with Fire here. That feels right. So we've got Witchdocker Frenzy. I suppose we could also, like, put in, like, a copy or two of Twisted Fealty. I don't know if we want all 4. It just depends on, like, the version that they're running. Like, if they have, like, Obliterators and stuff like that, or, like, the big 6/6 flyer, definitely. But I think let's maybe hedge a little bit. I'm going to put in like maybe a copy or 2. I don't want to like stress our 3-drop slot too much here. I think I'll just hedge with like 1 copy for now. And then if we see like a lot of big boom booms, then we can put in some more. Okay, normally a 5-land hand I would mulligan. However, Forge is really that good against this deck. We also have like 2 lands that kind of do something. So I think I might actually keep this hand. Like, there's also a chance that we go down to like an unplayable hand if we mulligan. So I think this is a keep. And we just hope we don't draw too much more land. Okay, I guess Gnawing Vermin. So I think the play here is Phoenix Chick, and then that way we can push the damage through, because otherwise it would just block our Swift Spear. And then like next turn we can get Swift Spear going, and then it'll get the buff from the Urbrask Forge on turn 3. Also this way, if they have like a sack effect, Phoenix Chick is the one we want to die, so that it can like come back potentially in the future. Because like, they want to take over the game with like Liliana nonsense, but Urbrask's Forge is really good against that. Yeah, there's their edict. It's exactly what we want to see. great. Okay, I think we... Doesn't really matter which of these I put down now, because we won't be able to activate them both yet. So really happy to get Forge going. So we want to go like Swift Spear, because if we drop a mountain, we can go Swift Spear and attack with... Oh, never mind. We don't want this attacking. We'll have Lightning Strike up. We can just Lightning Strike that now. That feels good. Yeah, again, it doesn't matter if we play it this turn. And then next turn we'll have enough mana to get our Phoenix Chick back. So, well, although we could get the Phoenix Chick back, I think maybe this turn we don't worry about it and we just attack with a 4/4 and the 3/1. Because if we swing in with Swift Spear to get the Phoenix Chick back, they will just block it and kill it. So I think that's the play. Let's do that instead. And who knows, maybe we'll get them with on-the-board tricks if they don't see the pump effect here. It has happened to opponents where they just don't see it. Okay, so it gives a -1/-1. Do we want to waste a Witchstalker Frenzy on that? I'm not sure that we do. Is it like a counter? Oh yeah, no, it's just -1 till end of turn. That's actually not that big of a deal. It'll come back, it'll be kind of annoying. I think we gotta save Frenzy in case they got like Shieldred, so I think this is okay. And then when they, this only buffs it when it's attacking, so we've got to pump it now, I think. Just so that it doesn't die from this thing. Because if we wait until like after combat, then they could kill it with their nonsense. Alright. Anything special I need to know about here? When this dies. Okay, so this just does nothing. I can just freely block this. Now we can definitely get our Phoenix chick back. So we're potentially taking 5 if they swing back on their turn, and that's fine. We would sacrifice the Swift Spear, but I think that's okay. Although, I guess, yeah. I think it's worth to get the Phoenix chick back. And then this way, if they want to trade for Foundry, that's fine too. I guess if we had tapped the mana differently, we could have Witch-Doctored Frenzy there, but I don't even know if killing that is even worth it. I guess having the mana up now would be useful, just in case they somehow attacked with 3 creatures. But it's fairly minor. So do we just send both of these, or do we want to save the pump? I think we save the pump, and then we can go Witch-Doctor Frenzy. Yeah, because block, this will be a 5 power trampler. They block here, take 2, 4. Yeah, they're pretty much just dead. They can buy a turn if they kill our trampler. Sure. Now if they double block, we can blow them out with the Frenzy. Okay, they're just doing that. That's fine. Yeah, because I don't think they can do 11. And now this is great because we can just get Phoenix Chick back next turn. I suppose we could just kill their 3/3 right now. I don't think it matters. And that's going to do it. Hand looks amazing. Sign me up. Okay, played lots of either like Beanstalk, Bant, or a 5-color Atraxa. I ran into this quite a bit here earlier today. Okay, there's the binding that we assumed that they had. So I think here we get the treasure token just to get the next one going. It's a little bit more damage. Instead of pushing 3 this turn, we push an extra damage this turn. And I'm all about a little bit more damage. Then I think we just want to spread it out so we have even targets. And I think pretty much any card in our deck would kill them next turn. If they do nothing, if they have like the nothing, then if we draw land, we get Sokens in, push 10. If we draw any other spell, it should be able to kill them. So they need like a leyline binding here, or some kind of interaction, or life gain. I guess they could like stay alive if they have like the, if they cycle the herd thing for like 3 life. Whatever that spell is called. Okay, there's the land. Have you got it? Looks like they have binding. I guess go for the kill. Should do it either way. Yeah. Alright, so against this deck, we want to bring in all 4 copies of Twisted Fealty, in case they play Atraxa, we just take it and kill them. All 4 copies of Witchstalker Frenzy. We want the other Forge. Forge is pretty helpful, I think. And then we cut all the Rages, because they're going to bring in more removal, and so like landing it's harder. Play with Fire doesn't really kill anything, so we're going to cut those. Depending on the version, if they run like the 3/2 guy or the 2/2 guy, like maybe possibly could bring it in. And then I think the other thing we do here, so we've got one more cut. We brought in a lot of Boom Booms. I think maybe we cut Squee, just because, again, they're going to have the removal. And, you know, we can certainly get some value out of it potentially, but we don't want to strain our 3-drop too heavily. And then I think probably want to cut Phoenix Chick. It's not super aggressive. It's okay, certainly, but I think we want 2 copies of Lithomatic Barrage, and this is kind of a hedge against, I'm so bad with the names here, Archangel, whatever, the 3/4 flying lifelink that can do 2 damage twice to other creatures. So, yeah, you want to have this, because otherwise they'll just brick wall. They can easily brick wall you if they get the the Angel out. So this is kind of like a corner case thing, but there have been games where I've lost because I literally can't answer their Angel. So think of it more like the 5th and 6th copies of Witchstalker Frenzy. We'd like a 2-drop, but yeah, definitely happy to keep. So now that we have 3 mana, we don't need the 4th mana. I think what we can do is we can pitch one of the mana, see if we pick something up we can use this turn. Yeah, if they want to use Smite on that, super happy to see it. Here's Godric number 1. If they have Leyline Binding, then having the 2nd copy will be super useful. There's the binding. So even though we haven't really damaged the opponent, like, we have a pretty good hand for most of what they can play. I think we want to drop the land. Like, one consideration would be holding on to it in case we draw like another one of the Epicures. But I think being able to pump, and we have a lot of stuff we can cast here. So I think it's okay to drop Mountain here. Also with Frenzy, you want to have extra mana just in case. Okay, Persistence is rough. Now we do kind of need to draw something, so one of the problems with all these reactive cards is, yeah, we can stall out. I think at this point we need to like find some more business, so I guess we could pitch a Witchstalker Frenzy for another card. Is that going to be better than a Wicked roll? Yeah, very soon they're going to be able to start bringing back our Godric, which is kind of awkward. Yeah, we've got so much action here, though. I think we maybe pitch a Frenzy. Actually, I guess Frenzy can kill Angel, so maybe we pitch the Lithomatic Barrage, because this doesn't really do anything against like anything except Angel. Okay. Well, there's the Angel. Oh, that's funny. Now we just Witchstalker it. I guess like there's a corner case where like I don't know if they have like any other haste creatures where they could make it so it's cheap enough for us to get a lightning strike off, but and I don't think they have any form of pump, so we could just do it as an instant on their turn. That's probably fine. Yeah. Problem is they now have persistence, which is just because our hand was so slow. I think now we might want to keep this because we're going to have to kill their stuff every turn and hopefully just have enough to get through it. I don't know if they can, when they bring it back, if they're able to pay extra. I don't think it works that way. I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, I didn't think that they could go pay the extra when it came back in. Yeah, it'll happen. So again, I think we kill it on their turn. They probably attack with both. I guess there's a corner case where they just attack with one creature and get us. But I think... I guess if we go Feldon attack, we don't have enough mana to kill it. So... They could play around it here. I think we have to take that chance because we're so far behind that we just need to kind of get things going. Yeah, now they get Godric, which is super awkward. This is probably just game. So yeah, even if we like Twisted Fealty the Godric, they get it back. I think we're just dead. Don't want to show any more information. So I think this is the right... Like, we do want all those cards, just not in that exact distribution. Yeah, and I think I'm happy with all this, so... Maybe we shouldn't have kept that hand. The hand seemed alright, though. Okay, this hand is great. There's the third land that we wanted to see. Super happy about that. So now they've got Leyline up. We still go for it. At the very least, we get a trigger off Monastery Swift Spear. Guess they don't have it, or they would have done it. And Forge just helps so much with like making Frenzy cheaper. It's just all around, just does so many good things. That is awkward. But yeah, if they want to spend their turn doing that, and now we can start pushing with Mishra, that feels pretty good. We're starting to get in range. We've got the fealty in case they drop like Obstinate Bailoff or something annoying like that. Hopefully they don't have Obstinate Bailoff. Okay, Archangel works. So yeah, Twisted Fealty, if we do that, that's 3, 5, 6, 8. Don't have enough, so I think we just kill it with Frenzy. So if we play Adversary and then we just Frenzy it, that works. Now even if they Sunfall, we've got enough between Lightning Strike and Mishra. Alright, so we've got to assume they have something like Go for the Throat or another Leyline or possibly Knockout Blow. So if they have like 2 removal, we probably don't kill them this turn. I think our best bet here is Scoundrel for a Wicked token. And then we've got Lightning Strike up. And we just put Wicked Token on the Scoundrel, just so everything's even. Just go wide. So I think they need 2 removal pieces. That might not even be enough. I think it's still not enough. I guess if they have Knockout Blow. So they go to 6, block here. We've still got 7, unless they've got another removal. That's gonna do it. Okay, so we are going to break for here. This will be the end of part 1 of this video, and then part 2 we'll have the next day. So come back for the exciting conclusion where we do the next 3 matches and see if we can go 5-0. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow.